The story so far. In shock news, the Henley family's official archivist and historian, Brontus Cuthwood Henley of Lower Assizes, Much Forelock, discovered hidden behind one of the vinegar-quality bottles of the late squire's giant hogweed wine in the family cellar a ticket stub from a fun fair that had once stumbled into Bristol. The stub was dated the 4th of October, 1961. It didn't take too great a leap of faith, Brontus thought to himself, to determine the Henleys had been labouring under a most Machiavellian misunderstanding, probably encouraged by Di's son himself. After weeks of research in back issues of Carney's Weekly Digest of Hoodwinkery, the gazette of choice of itinerant entertainers worldwide, it became clear why Timothy Henley bears not even a trace of his presumed Korean ancestry. On page 32 of November 1961's edition, under the headline "Wolves Whizzer Woos Woman," appeared the picture of a dashing greaser, a la Ringo Starr in That'll Be the Day, with much more than a passing resemblance to Tim, standing in front of a fairground ride with a young minx, clad from bonnet to bootlaces in a stiff to the point of unyielding horsehair-based fabric. Screwing his one remaining decent monocle into his eyebrow, Brontus immersed himself in the grainy pixelation of the woman's face. Could it really be? He thought. Almost breathless, Brontus read the report out loud, believing the audible act of articulation would breathe more life into this already lurid world. Wandering Wolverhampton waltzer worker Ferris Byford really came up trumps in Bristol earlier this month. It's not come up in no duckering prior. I nipped off to me dobby set to grab some candy floss between jossers, when I saw this flatty Palone dressed head to toe in crinoline. Mayber's madness struck this on me, but I thought rather have one evening of moo-moo-eyed gallywabbling with that Rackley, followed by 10,000 voltages on the waltzer, than any career in a state agency, said Ferris. The article continued in much the same manner, just falling below the common threshold of comprehension, with the occasional flickers of sense. After a further 800 words of similar guff, Brontus had simultaneously had enough, and had yet not had enough. Moving quietly, but with a distinct yet not an unattractive limp, to his more than once occasional table, he pulled out his number 4 writing iron, and composed the following telegram. To all persons of relevance, stop. Have conclusive and irrefutable proof. Stop. Di's son was a smoke and mirror act. Stop. Ferris Byford is Timothy J. Henley's father. Stop. After having read this missive, and with the shrapnel of its bomb blast reverberating like a bass drop from Nibs Carter in the catacombs of Tim's lovely but rather empty mind, Tim staggered forward towards the nearest open window. His first attempt at speech evaded him, but he gathered himself up to his full 4'10" and bellowed to anyone that was in shotgun range of the field behind his artisanal cottage. Biff Bifford is my brother. With this revelation, Tim finally understood his life's mission, and that the quest for the Timwich was only preparation for the creation of his living legacy. The alchemical ingredients were now clear. Rock music, fairground entertainment, and the love of a good woman/dog. He must create to complete the unholy trinity. Neverland, Graceland, and now the ultimate monument to self theme park on the planet, Spreadland.